The next ones now, they're going to add that number on the end that we might have. Keep forgetting I have to go up here if it wants to behave, but it doesn't. All right, so the next ones are they call slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b is what we call slope-intercept form. We already talked about the number in front of the x being the slope. The number on the end is your y-intercept. Your y-intercept is where it touches the y-axis. The ones before this didn't have any numbers on the end. They always touched the y-axis right at 0 because there was no number on the end. These ones have numbers on the end. If I make my table and I put 0 in for x, if I do -3 times 0 plus 3, what happens?
0.
Nope. This part is 0. I get 0 plus 3, which is 3. I get that end number, right? The end number is what they call your y-intercept. If you would plot the point 0, 3, you would go 0 over, up 3. You'd be touching that y line right at 3. That's why they call that the y-intercept. It's where you touch the y line. So I always know when I put 0 in for x, I'm going to get the end number, and that's where it's going to touch the y-axis. Then I still just pick out some other numbers to put in there. Nice easy ones like maybe 1 and 2. If I have to, I change 1 to -1, but some nice easy numbers. I plug them in and solve. So -3 times 1 plus 3.
So you get 6.
Nope.
-3 times 1 is -3.
Neg-
Oh, 0.
Ah, I get 0. Okay. And then I'm going to do -3 times 2 plus 3, putting 2 in for my x.
You get 3.
I get what?
-3 is
Ne-
minus is 6 plus 3,
-6 plus 3 is,
9.
nope,
3. -3.
-3. -3. So then I'm going to plot those points. 1, 0. How do I plot the point 1, 0?
You go 1 over. Oh, how are you going to do that one?
You go 1 over and up 0. So that lands right on that x line at 1. Over 1 and up 0. And how are we going to do 2, -3?
-2
2, -3.
over 2
Over
and down
2
3.
and down 3. And we can see those plots line up nice in a straight line, that my slope was negative, so it should be going downhill as I connect my dots. It is. And that's a good way to double check to say, does it look like it's doing the right thing? So number 8, same thing, I'm going to make my table. First point I'm going to find is my y-intercept by putting 0 in for x. If I put 0 in for x, -4 times 0 plus 5, what do I get?
Get 5.
I get 5. I always get that end number. That should be my y-intercept. If I go over 0, up 5, I should be right on that y line at 5. Then I'm going to pick some nice easy numbers like 1 and 2 and find a couple more points so I can draw my line. So -4 times 1 plus 5.
-1.
It's going to be +1.
Positive.
Because I'm going to have a -4 plus a 5. -4 plus 5 is +1. Then I'm going to put my 2 in. -4 times 2 plus 5. 3. So now I have to plot those points. How do I plot the point 1, 1?
Okay, 0 and O.
We did the 0, 5
Oh,
already.
yeah, okay. Over 1, up 1.
Yep, over 1 and up 1. And then 2, negative 3.
8, over 2, down 3.
Over 2, down 3. Then we connect our dots. And again, as we double check that, my slope was negative 4. I should be going downhill as I go from left to right. I am. So it looks like our dots are going in the right direction.
Okay.
So number 9. What should I do to graph that?
Oops, X and Y. And then we're going to do 0, 1, 2.
0, 1, and 2.
So we're going to do 2 times 0, which is 0 plus 3. So that's going to be 3.
Right?
Then you're going to go 2 times 1 plus 3, which is going to be 5.
Yep.
And then 2 times 2 plus 3, which is 9. We got a 9. We don't have a 9.
2 times 2 plus 3. Do that one again.
Oh, I put plus 5. Plus 3. 7.
Is 7. Otherwise, we'd have to use a negative 1 and go the other direction if the number was too big and wouldn't fit on our graph, right?
Yep.
So 0, 3. How do I plot 0, 3?
Okay, 0 and then over 3.
Which way first?
Up first.
No.
Oh, which way?
Over first,
Yep.
up second, right? The X is the left or right, the Y is the up or down.
Oh, okay.
So it's over 0,
over 0, then
up 3. We know that should be our Y-intercept, right?
Okay, 3.
3 is our Y-intercept.
Then you go over 1, up 5.
Mm-hmm. And then,
Over 2, up 7.
and again, this one has a positive 2 slope, so I know that I'm going up as I connect my dots, and I am. As I go from left to right, anyway. Has a positive slope.